Holy cow, there we go. Another weekend behind us. Things just flying by so fast. The year, seriously, I was thinking about it on Friday as I was driving to a showing where I was like, I remember the snow on the window, and I was like, okay, all right, I'm glad snow's about gone. Got a full summer in front of us. We had beautiful weather in front of us. And just like that, it's gone, and now I'm seeing frost on the window again, and know that I need to make sure I've got that handy dandy ice scraper hanging out there somewhere. Hey, welcome to it. Good morning. But yeah, that's the stuff I get stuck on thinking about, like how fast time goes by. It's absolutely crazy. Welcome to it, New Living Mornings and newlivingnow.com. My name is Chris. I am a real estate agent here in Northeast Wisconsin, and this little website that we've got here is a place for professional referrals. If you need a resource, if there's a resource that you need, roofing, working on the foundation, somebody to hang your Christmas lights and then store them for you. We've got that. Chiropractor, got my favorite on there as well. Newlivingnow.com is what it's for. Care Bear, she's off and doing some other stuff, some business stuff. We'll say she's on assignment somewhere. I think Florida, somewhere where it's warmer, I'm pretty sure, than what it is today. That said, gonna warm up though for a couple days before before it dips down and gets chilly once again. Yeah, sunny skies, clouds, a little breezy today, slight chance for some rain. Going to top out mid 60s, then warm up tomorrow and then Wednesday, but then we've got a better chance for showers on both of those days. Really good chance for some wet stuff coming up on Friday. Or I'm sorry, on Wednesday. So Wednesday could be our damp day of the week, and then things chilling off for the weekend. Of course, you can get those forecast details anywhere. But we got a little thing set up at newlivingnow.com, and just makes it a little handy there if you check out the site. Yeah, while you're there, you like it, comment on stuff with our Facebook. Just let us know that you stopped by. That would be greatly appreciated. Good morning, Kathy. Morning, welcome to it. A little less chatter this morning. Going to be a little bit shorter today, Kath, because I'm once again talking to myself. I don't know how it always ends up like this, but it always ends up that I am talking to myself, which really, I mean, I do it pretty much regular. It's a regular thing. We do it regularly. Talk to myself all the time. Between me and my cat and I, whichever it is, there's a there's a lot of things that are said. And so this morning we're just going to do a little bit of a snapshot of what we would do if Carrie was hanging out here, if we had some other guests on the show. But yeah, we'll get you through the weekend or the start of the week here, and then the weekend was yours fantastic. Mine certainly was. Mine was great. Mine was a really good weekend. Got some work done. Had quite a few showings and a lot of real estate activity. That's a crazy little world that we live in. Ups and downs and the political situation, all of that stuff. Definitely, there's no doubt that it has something to do with things slowing down a little bit as far as the real estate stuff goes until this election stuff passes and some certainty sets in for some folks. And yeah, it's just crazy stuff right now. Until that happens, things on a little bit slower here, but this past weekend was super busy, and of course it was beautiful. It's just a great time to go check out some houses, man. There are some amazing houses around the Fox Valley. Houses that when you walk into them, I literally stood in the doorway of this home for like 4 minutes, just taking in everything that you could take in with this one particular house over the weekend. It's crazy to get to see what we've got around here in the Fox cities and in Northeast Wisconsin. But yeah, spent my weekend doing a little bit of that, and then tackled the house. Right now, if you walk in my back door, my house smells like pine sol. and I love it. Actually, it smells a little bit like pine sol and roast beef because I came across some roast beefs on Sally on Saturday. Decided, you know what, I'm going to be hanging around the house. We've got that slow cooker right over there. The convenient bags that you put in those. Do you guys use those? Hey, Mike, good morning. Just me today. Just me. I don't know how long we'll be here, but I'm glad you're here now. Going to run through some of the usuals, chat with you for a hot second, enjoy the cup of coffee. If you got your coffee, having ourselves a cup of coffee. News on in the background. Yeah, Kara's in Florida, I think, doing some business. Her little situations growing up. It's awesome. It's like people that hang out around here and do stuff. They go off and be successful and get new business, and that's kind of the idea of what we've got going on here with newlivingnow.com is to grow our networks and make connections, and they're off making some money. So here we are on this Monday morning, sipping on a cup of coffee. And today I've got some Colorado coffee today. Pablo's, picked it up when I went out there on that little vacation, but glad to have you here, Mike, per usual. Kathy, you want to fill in? Yeah, you want to come in, hang out in the studio? Oh my goodness. We'll have to work on that. That could be an option. I'd love to have random folks come in and chat. I'm all about having conversations with folks. I'm a big fan of that. You're watching from Bismarck, North Dakota. North Dakota? Never been. I hear it's nice this time of year. I mean, I really haven't, but dude, that's awesome. Glad you found some time. Are you on vacation? Is it if you've got like a beautiful view, if you're in a mountaintop kind of cabin, there's the elk and the deer and the antelope are playing, and you want to take a picture and share, that'd be cool, man. I want to see what you're doing. But thanks for sharing and letting us know there. Packer game. Oh my goodness gracious! Did I wrap up everything? I think I did. I'm on a caffeine buzz right now. I had a few cups this morning. I just could not sleep last night, so I just drank a bunch of coffee, and I'm wired tight. But the Packers, that was a fun game to watch, right? It was a great game to watch. If you love sitting on the edge of your seat the whole game. I love a Packer win, don't get me wrong. But would it kill you guys to just give us one where you're up by 40 points in the first quarter, and then we pretty much know that the game is in the bag for like the next couple hours? That would be fantastic. That's the kind of win, though, that gets more ejections at Lambeau Field when things get that loose. Which I feel like I watched that little thing show up on Facebook, the people that get ejected and arrested at Packer games, and if you watch it in the style of game that's happening, you can definitely see there's a trend in there. I think one of those games where it's an absolute blowout, those are the ones where you end up getting in. Those are the ones where you end up getting in trouble. But this past weekend's game was great. That was so much fun to watch them go through the motions again. It's cool I honestly feel like, hey, you know what? We have two starting quarterbacks. We got two guys that are absolutely amazing. That's flipping exciting. I absolutely love that. Mike, what'd you know? A funeral? Oh, Mike, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pull that down so quick. You got yourself a funeral in North Dakota. Oh, sorry to hear that, buddy. Wishes and thoughts with you guys. But beautiful. Hope at least you're getting something out of the time there, as well as being able to soak up a little bit of what's there in North Dakota. I can't imagine that's a place that people go a lot unless you're from there, right? I've never been to North Dakota. I don't know that that's on my. It's not one of those places, But I appreciate you checking. It's all. I love this. You're just able to just want to give you a hug, man. Tiny little kiss on the cheek, tell you I'm thinking about you, Mr. Mo. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy, and love you for being able to check in with us today from North Dakota. Oh, look who's also checking in with us here this morning. Bador, Care Bear from Orlando. Orlando, that's where they're at. Florida, the Sunshine State, right? Morning, Care Bear. Glad to. Well, you know what? Should I? Do you want to be a part of the conversation this morning? You know what? Let me give me a hot second here while we. I'm just gonna go ahead and see if I can't get something over here to Carrie really quick to see if she can't join our conversation. There you go, Care. Sent you the link. While she checks that out, though, yeah, fun game to watch yesterday. Pack 6-2. The Vikings lose. The Bears lose. Did you see the Bears? Did you see that game? Just so happens I got a clip. God, technology is amazing. Technology is so amazing. Here, let's just put if you did not witness how the Bear game ended, check this out.
Down to one last play, and it's going to be getting longer by the second. You're all the way back at the 30-yard line. Now you can step into it. Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line, and the ball is caught! Caught! It's a miracle!
Oh!
It's Noah Brown! Oh my goodness! This town is going
Part of me was
crazy.
a huge part of me was like super excited. Yes, that's awesome. That's how we want those things to end.
This one will be paid
with that team, with
over
the Bears,
and over
yes.
again for decades.
At the same time, I'm a little bitter. I'm like, hey,
the ball tipped by Stevenson.
Those are kind of
Noah Brown just standing back there all alone.
All right,
plucks it out of the air for
whether
the
it's
victory.
Rodgers or Favre,
This sounds
who's
crazy,
ever
but there's a
tossing the
method to
pigskin
the
for
madness
us.
here. Everyone usually
Come on,
goes
man,
and jumps
that's
the ball.
that's
You
a
always
Packer
put
move
one
right
guy
there.
behind
We'll,
and try to put one in
we'll
front
applaud.
and have two
We'll
or three
applaud
go
the
jump for it.
crew.
And Daniel's extending
Nice
this play, and the time
Absolutely
allowed
love
everyone to get down there in position to go toward the ball and be in their spots. And what a game, Jim.
There are no words.
Talk about being in the right spot. It's all it was. It's all about timing. Pick the spot, and boom, presented with a gift. Mike, you want to switch places with Carrie? She's in Orlando, Warmlando. She's being funny. She's being funny, people. I guess Orlando, I'm not the best when it comes to the maps and such. So is the Orlando area affected by the hurricane? Is it messy down there? Is it more southern? Yeah, I don't know. But she's there having a good time. So, Care, thanks for checking in with us, and Mike, thanks for checking in with us in North Dakota. Birthdays and anniversaries, kind of just kind of like put everything together. And like, we're gonna have a cup of coffee and we're just gonna run through this and see what happens. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday! It's amazing that you're giving us a couple minutes here this morning, this afternoon. If it's the replay, whatever it is, happy birthday, Julia Roberts. Also celebrates today. She's 56 years old. Who doesn't love a little Julia? Seriously, she's one of those people that I don't think I've ever heard of any controversy. I've never heard of any negative stuff that she's started, or she's just, yeah. We've all had those moments where it was like, you know what? I'm going to marry that woman someday. And would absolutely love it. Joaquin Phoenix, 49 years old today. Some people age well. Others jump right to what Joaquin's doing here, the sexiest man, alive kind of thing. At 49, I feel like he kind of looks like maybe 65, maybe a little bit older. I feel like that's where he's sitting. 49. Unless he's just going with that. I mean, whatever, dude. You're Joaquin. Do your thing, buddy. Caitlyn. Oh, all right. Oh, Caitlyn Jenner, 74 years old. Caitlyn, you be you, Caitlyn. Annie Potts, 71. Actually, I watched a clip of the character she's playing there in the pink, and I didn't even realize it was Annie Potts. And of course, when I think of Annie Potts and where she sits in my memories with Ghostbusters back in the day, the office lady. Yeah. Oh, cripes. What was her name? I forget what her name was. Brad Paisley, 51, one of the coolest cats in country music. Period. I have had a chance to meet that guy several different times, and he's legit. He's honest. He's one of those dudes. He doesn't get sucked into the hype and the ego and like that. That part can get really, really disgusting in music and in any format, but country music specifically, and because that's where I spend most of my time. But Brad's one of those dudes. He's just a cool turd. Noland from Modern Family. When I searched out his picture just to post up here, I'm like, no way, that's the dude now. My God. So, Modern Family, that's a great show. If you've not watched Modern Family, it's an absolutely fantastic show. You should check that out. But I just couldn't believe that's where he's at. And Bill Gates. Oh, he's 68 today. So several famous people today celebrating birthdays today. So if you are celebrating yours, happy birthday. I hope it's a great, great day. National days, Internal Medicine Day. I feel like they should be celebrated every day. Like that's a profession in a field where if you're doing this, people need to be giving you props on the regular because of what you do. So it's their day. First responders. I know first responders very well. Was actually I actually did that at one point in my life. I actually did all the training stuff. Started that right around 17, 18. I was a cadet on a volunteer fire department that my father was a part of pretty much all my life, as far back as I can remember. So I was always a part of that stuff. And so it was definitely a first responder, and it's a thing. I mean, you're not paid to be there most of the time. It's just one of those things where, hats off to those people. Oh my God. It's chocolate day. Ladies and gentlemen, it is chocolate day today. Are you kidding me? As soon as I read that, put it together, I must have sat in the corner of my living room watching some football, putting together some stuff for the show this morning, and all I could think about was chocolate. Oh my God, chocolate is so amazing. It is so good. And the truffle action is by far the best. And that's what I've got for that stuff. It's way easier when you have somebody else, when you've got another voice to fill the gaps, like a little ping pong game. It's way easier. But you know what? Ain't nothing I can't handle. Done this stuff before. Right, Lisa? Good morning. Welcome to it. Like the usual cast and crew. I really do feel like it's a coffee clutch kind of thing. Absolutely. Oh, look, we got some Care Bear over here. Let's see if we can't throw her in here. Oh, hey, Care.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get ready for the day.
Are you putting on are we mid makeup right now?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what Care looks like without makeup. Oh, come on now. You look fantastic. Don't go hiding. Don't go hiding.
Oh, that's fine. You got the raw version of me this morning in warm Lando. It's humid here.
I feel like I've gotten the raw version of you a lot, way more than
I did do the show with no makeup on and had Mike. Remember he on my birthday.
I do remember that. Remember that. So is it toasty down there?
It's just humid, It's like,
oh, is it?
Yeah, but it's great for my skin. My skin is like glistening.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that it? When you're just a sweaty mess. Hey, this is good for my skin. Okay, I'm getting rid of the toxins. Okay, everything is fantastic. This is perfect.
Right.
Well, that's so. What was the damage like? Is there any damage where you're at?
No, not with you. There's nothing here. I think it's funny because you think, oh, there's a hurricane that comes through, and you think the whole entire state is just like knocked down. There's not. You don't even see anything here. But what's really interesting is watching the news this morning, and they were talking about like the special cleanup crews that are coming by to pick up hurricane debris. So there's still like cleanup efforts happening, but it's just that was interesting. And then it's, watching the news forecast and they're talking about tropical storms, and I'm like, when you travel, you get into these different regions and everything is just not Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So true story, get to my hotel and the guy, the bellhop, is wearing a name tag and they have to say where they're from. Appleton, Wisconsin.
No way.
Yeah, I just looked. I'm like, you're from Appleton? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, just came from there.
Really, that's
Yeah,
super crazy.
I
That's
know.
super crazy. But I get it when we watch the news, we don't as I guess as consumers of news, as the people who sit back and watch that, you don't realize that things are hyper focused.
Mhm.
The picture and the world that we are in is so big, but the conversations are super focused. And when it comes to stuff like hurricanes, they're going to focus on the whole area and the part of the country, but when you watch the bad stuff that you see on TV, those videos, those pictures, those clips, all of them are from a very concentrated area. They're a little slice, and outside of that, yeah, there might have been some branches down, and they got some,
Yeah,
some wind stuff, maybe some hail, maybe some of the tornado stuff came through that wasn't even a part of the hurricane itself, but it's just that's how the news works. It gets so hyper focused on one little thing that you're like, oh my God, Florida's been erased. No,
right.
that's
Well,
that's
I
not the case.
people. So I'm about 3 miles from Disney right now, and there were a lot of people that were upset that Disney reopened, but it's like business as usual here. But guess what?
Hmm.
Downtown Disney, guess what you can do?
It downtown Disney. I don't.
Yes.
So you mean like when you're in Disney?
So at Disney, they have like an actual like shopping area that they call downtown Disney. You don't have to have tickets to the park to go there,
Okay,
but they
I
have.
didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. But guess what you can do there?
You can. I have no idea. What can you do?
What is one thing that I talk about all the time that I want to do?
Your hot air balloon.
Yes, you can go ahead on a balloon ride. And I can actually see it in the
Seriously.
air from my hotel room. So it's just staring at me. So I might go down there by myself. I'll be like, hello, everyone. I'm realizing my dream.
If there's any chance that doing that is going to, I guess, eliminate some of the hot air balloon conversation for at least like the next 6 months,
No,
we'll do
it'll
it.
probably elevate it because I'll
Oh,
probably, yeah,
really?
yeah, you're screwed.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I've heard more about hot air balloons and the desire to be in one and be a. I have more
I want to own.
text messages and pictures that she's put together, AI picture type stuff. I've never seen anybody so want a hot air balloon ever.
I don't know.
But
It's just,
whatever. Hey, whatever floats your boat.
yeah,
It's all right.
yeah.
Um, so how, you're going to be down there for the rest of the week, right? So we won't
I
have you
come back
back.
on Wednesday night.
Okay, so we'll have you back on Friday morning to kick things off as far as the weekend goes.
Yes.
We'll have you back to help us do that. I
Maybe
haven't. I got some news.
I can try to check in tomorrow or on Wednesday morning somewhere more fabulous than my hotel room.
You know what? If that's possible, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
If not, I certainly don't. I mean, if you got time and you can sleep in and like enjoy a little break or whatever, enjoy it. We've got things handled because up here in Wisconsin, specifically like near the area of Madison, Stoughton. Did you hear about the pizza place that got they accidentally used oil that was THC oil? I know. So I had to dive into this just because. Anyway, we go to Stoughton, Wisconsin. So there's a pizza joint called Famous Yeti Pizza, right? And they share a building and like kitchen space with one of the CBD stores that sells the that legal strain of THC, the legal part of marijuana that you can actually get in Wisconsin. It still has the effects that regular THC, and it's THC 8 and 9. It's all pretty much the same. It all registers the same. And some of that oil got into the pizza, and they had a day where they were selling pizzas where they were just getting everybody toasted in the area. Can you imagine ordering a pepperoni and mushroom for a little afternoon? You wanted to watch some Packer football with grandma. She just gets chiefed. So it really happened. Somehow they grabbed a bottle of oil from the other side. I can't believe it was an accident. I gotta believe that there was some ill intent here. I cannot believe that this happened.
Well, I would think there might be some liability there.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, we live in America, for God's sakes. It's like the country of sue everything. If you don't got what you want, you go after somebody. So yeah, of course. But at the same time, I would hope that there's a few people in the midst that were eating that snack going, damn, this is the best pizza I have ever had. I've never been happier.
And they want more. We probably sold more pizza.
They happened to throw in some breadsticks. We got an extra garlic butter. So I thought that was a cool and fun story. Did want to pass along Fox Crossing. So I know that I've got a few real estate agents that are listening. I know that I've got a few people in the mortgage business and like just the area that's got a lot of people. So Fox Crossing, like a little serious thing right now. They got to do a boil water thing going on right now. There was a busted main, and I don't know if it involved some like the septic stuff or whatever, but they're saying, hey, boil water till we let you know. We don't know when it's going to happen or not, or when it's going to end. But for the time being, they released this just a couple hours ago. Boil your water if you are in Fox Crossing. Mickey D's has said that the patties are good. It was all about the onions, so they're doing that big flush. So Mickey D's will be safe. Everybody will be good to go again. You'll be able to grab yourself
onions.
What?
Onions?
Yeah, I guess it was in the onions.
God, I put onions in everything.
But it was their onions.
Yeah,
they got those dehydrated. I do not like their onions. I do not.
Do you want to know what my oldest son Ty used to think it was rice? He's like, Mom, I don't want any rice on my hamburger, because they cut them so little like that. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want rice. I'm like, honey, it's onions.
They're a powder when they get them. I mean, they're dehydrated. Then they add the water to them. That's just not. Yeah, it's not. Their onions are. But I love onions.
I've got to check out. I've got about a half hour to get ready, and I need a lot more time than that. So I'll keep listening, but I'm gonna check out because I gotta get this face looking beautiful.
Right on. Well, you do your thing. Thanks for checking in with us. Maybe we'll see you on Wednesday.
Okay, sounds good. Bye.
Okay, bye. Daylight savings time coming up this weekend. That's starting to hit the social media and the reminders. Again, just another one of those. Really? Already? But yeah, let's. And I know some of us hate it. Most of us don't care. It is what it is. Like there's 18 million other things I can get worked up about. This whole hour thing. Maybe it messes with me for a moment or two. And for those folks that it does mess with them a ton, I don't get it, but I can appreciate that, and I'm sorry, but at this point, it happens. God, there's so many other things that we can complain about. Like, let's figure it out. Let's see. McDonald's, we did it. Daylight savings. I wanted to mention the Fox Crossing thing, just to make sure that was put out there, and I did put the post. Good Lord, did I sound youperish right there? If you check out the Facebook feed and the post that we've got for the show here this morning, it's got all the details for the boil water notice in Fox Crossing. She Shed Craft Sale, for looking for some events that are coming up this week. Tons, most of which getting ready for the holiday season. And the She Shed Craft Sale, Van Zeeland Nursery. It's going to happen on Saturday. That'll be a lot of fun stuff. Some winter things going on there. Winter on Winnebago in Menasha. That's a winter market that's happening this Saturday. Some things coming up there. Obviously, we got to get past Wednesday. And once we do that, then it's going to be all on Thanksgiving and Christmas, and that's all we're going to hear about. But until then, a few more days before we call it Halloween trick-or-treat times. We've got those posted in a little video if you need to know what's happening and when it's happening. We've got that video on the social media page. You can check that out there. And yeah, we're going to put up a post a little bit later. Congratulations to some high school football players. A lot of teams in the playoff hunt right now. Nina and Kimberly going to be duking it out a little bit later this week. Beaver Dam and Cookon are going to be duking it out. Fox Valley Lutheran and Medford. Winneconne and Xavier. Freedom versus Prescott. And we'll get that posted as well. And you can see they got a great site set up on the brackets for all of the divisions. And to the families and the kids that are busting butts to make this all happen, nice work. Keep it rolling. Good luck. Kick some butt, and hopefully we can keep mentioning you here through the next few weeks. Pam, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Flying solo today. Care Bear in Orlando. Doing that working thing down there. So we're stopping in this morning, having our cup of coffee. Thought it was going to go a lot quicker than this, to be honest with you. Oh, I got the TV on in the background. I see something going on with Matthew Perry. Did more come out about his overdose stuff? Yeah, that's such a sad situation. Very sad situation. Interesting to talk about that. I feel like that's one of those things where you can get a few people together, sit down with a glass of wine, and just chat about stuff like that, or maybe murder mystery type stuff, or maybe we talk about things that are happening in the news, like the Menendez brothers, which is a super, super interesting story. Working on putting some together where we can hang out with a few people and just relax, turn on some cameras, and then talk about stuff like that. Share our thoughts on things like that. That's all I got. That's all I got for today. I'm pretty sure, and I apologize. I'm guessing I keep bumping this and it's making noise. I can just hear it when I edit after this. What else did I want to? Oh, you know what? I did want to share. Okay, I'm going to share it.
Yeah, I've been in the darkness. You got to go in there, make peace with it. Offensively, our goal has just got to be score 30. Doesn't matter what the other two sides are doing. You know, we have trust in our defense and teams, but if we're not scoring 30, we're underachieving. This offense can do that every single week.
2-6. I don't like to see it. I guess I don't want to. But yeah, you know what? 2-6. Things are not going as well as they should be for Mr. Rogers. So, you know. I'm sorry. Just finish it out, dude, and then come back. We'll put you in the Hall of Fame, and then give us time, and we'll go back to worshiping you. Give you your street or your own local stamp or whatever. I feel bad in some regards. What you got? Mike's got what? And Red Granite's got themselves a new fire truck? That is very exciting. Nice work, Red Granite. I know I know a little bit about that area. Community got to come together to make things like that happen, and if they are doing that, congratulations. Hope it works out and fills the need. All right, that's it. Wrap it up. We don't do a whole lot of politics talk here, if any at all, but vote. Doesn't matter which way you're going. In 4 years, if you don't get what you want, in 4 years, we get to do this whole thing all over again. It's a great thing about being in America. So all I'm going to say is vote. Get yourself registered. Get yourself out there to vote. You can do the early voting or get yourself ready to rock and roll for next Tuesday when things are really kicking off. That's it. Have yourselves a darn fine day. Thanks for spending a little time with us here with New Living Mornings and newlivingnow.com, your professional referral resource here in Northeast Wisconsin. Talk to you all later.